Well, let me just start by saying that I'm sorry you're watching this video, because if you're watching this video, then that means life has come for you. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're going through whatever you're going through. And I want to tell you that your feelings are valid. However, we are not here to stay stuck in our feelings. And so I got hit with an emotional bomb today. And I immediately started spiraling. And the last thing I want to do is come on here and make a video about it. But I thought, what better time to show you how I work through this and how I'm going to carry this, how I'm going to take it and do the things that I do, right? I think these kind of videos are going to be where the true value lies in this group. And hopefully I can teach you how to continue to do the things when life comes for you too. So that being said, we're not going to talk about any specifics because honestly, I haven't processed yet, so I'm not ready to unload. But all we have to know is that something heavy happened, or you're feeling something heavy. So maybe you woke up in the depression. Maybe you got horrible news. Maybe you just found out that you lost someone, like something that you were not expecting or not planning for and is not a positive thing happened in your life. And so you're watching this video to figure out how to power through, how to push through. So I made some notes because I'm a little emotional today. And so I thought about it. I wanted to really break down the steps because I was already starting to go through and do my things. And I thought, wait, this is a teachable moment, which is one of the things. So when life comes at you hard, what do you do next? We cannot change what has already happened. And I need you to know that. I need you to know that you cannot change what has already happened. You cannot go back in time. So don't spend or waste your time thinking about all the what ifs. When they came up, grace and dismiss them, right? You really have to. You cannot stay in that place. And now, your reaction, how you handle this situation, that is the only thing that you can control right now. And that's powerful. You can control how you react to this. You can control how this impacts your life. That is literally life-changing. When you control how the hard times in life affect you, that's what we're all after, right? So my reaction is the only thing that I can control. So I have to stop the spiraling. I don't know about you guys, but for me, my brain usually starts to spiral when something bad happens or I find something bad out or whatever. It's always it's the negativity in my brain. It's the depression. And what I used to not be able to do was stop it. And I used to just let it get louder and louder and louder and louder in my head until it was literally the only thing that I could hear. I couldn't do any other things. It had consumed me. Drink. So for me, I have to stop the spiral because the spiral leads to depression. That is where that leads for me. I know this. The spiral is the anxiety. The anxiety comes in first. and it starts to spiral. And if I let it spiral, it'll roll into depression. And then I'm fucked. And that's not what I want. And that's not what I want for you. And sometimes you can't avoid the anxiety and the depression, but this is what I do. So I know, and hopefully you know at this point, that my thoughts are not healthy. My thoughts are not positive. My thoughts are not true. They are not my reality. They are all of my fears. They are all of the things that my brain is isolating on. They are not the reality. They don't have to be the reality, right? So how do we stop our own thoughts? Nobody. We put someone else's in our head. So I had grabbed my AirPods. And as I was telling Mark, I told him everything that happened. And then I could feel myself starting to spiral. And so I said, I need some PD. I need some PD because where my mind is going, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. And have you ever been on that roller coaster? Do you feel like you're on that fucking roller coaster where your mind is going? You don't want to go, but you can't stop the bus. Like it's driving on autopilot. And literally the only way to stop it at that point is to put someone else's words in your head. And so you're doing that right now by watching this video. But after this, I need it to be more. So maybe you go to my podcast. Maybe you check an Audible book. Energy Bus is really good for focusing on your energy. And if you're looking for personal development, this is where you go into the group and you share with what you're struggling with and you ask for suggestions for some personal development to stop the negative thoughts. We all know what you're we all know. This is a no judgment zone. We want you to say the things out loud. We want you to realize the lies. We want you to stop that negativity in your head. So if it means coming into the group with us, that's what it's for. It's a private group. It's a safe place. It's the place that I go. You see me all the time doing it. I want that for you too. I want you to feel like you're in control of your mental health, of your life, of the circumstances around you. This is how it starts, with starting to control your brain. We have to put positive things in when life gets heavy. We have to. And I will tell you this, like, if someone is going through something too heavy and they just can't push play, well, this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that you still need to carve out that time. And if you can't push play for your body, you absolutely have to push play for your mind. So we have several hypnosis videos. We also have the Unstress program. I might mention this fucking thing in every damn video because it's there for a reason and it's an excellent tool to help you. So 12 to 14 minutes, I think, is the longest one. The actual meditations are only 10 minutes. So 12 to 14 minutes in the morning instead of a 30-minute workout, you're still pushing play. I'm also going to recommend that you add in that 30 minutes of PD instead of your workout, right? Or that you do some yoga or some stretching or some foam rolling or something, or you just take the rest day, because those, like, rest is part of the process too, right? So really, it's just PD, it's PD, it's PD. And then maybe you need a temporary break from social media. Like, sometimes that's a thing. Turn off your phone and put it in the other room. Unplug. I beg you. Everything works better after it is unplugged. If you follow me, if you watch my stories, I'm not very active in the afternoon, evening. I put my phone away. I try to unplug for several hours every day. I encourage you to do the same. And I want you to find some joy. Go play with your kids, go do a hobby that you like. If there are things on your to-do list, leave them until tomorrow. Do something that brings you joy. Cross-stitching, like literally, I don't care what it is. Just something that brings you joy. If it's reading, if it's cooking. I don't want to say cleaning. I mean, cooking really can bring people joy. Marco likes to cook. But like it's a de-stressor for him. So something that brings you joy. No, I don't want you like doing the laundry. That's not it. That's definitely not it. You need some self-care. You need some self-care. Because we have to take care of ourselves. Or what's the fucking point? Right? And so you can have your day today. The day that it hits you, definitely PD. And then the next morning, or even that day. So if you know you're going to struggle the next day for your workout, this is what I suggest. I suggest you going into the group and you saying, hey, I got hit with something heavy today. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to. If you're not ready to process, that's fine, right? Like, just tell us that you got hit with something heavy, or you got some horrible news, or you're just having a rough fucking day. And will people sweat for you? Asking a group of women if they will sweat for you tomorrow is going to help you get up, push play, and do it for yourself as well, because they are all doing it for you. And if you want people to sweat for you, it's handy if you ask a day ahead of time. So even if it hits you that morning, say, sweat for me, your next sweat, right? If you want them to wear a color, wear a color. If it's a certain organization or thing that you're dealing with, like, we're here for you. That's what we're here for. I do that shit all the time. And if you're really struggling in your workout, go live in the group. I'm telling you, I don't go live in the group because I want to. I go live in the group because I don't want to. I go live in the group to work out because I don't want to do the things. And I know if there is a chance that anyone in the group is watching me or will watch me, I'm going to push harder. It's a known fact. Listen, we're only here to encourage you and cheer you on. Nobody is going to be critiquing anything you're doing. We aren't judging you. We're joining you. We are doing this too. This is a judgment-free zone, and that includes yourself. I really want you to start working on that, to where you are no longer judging yourself. We are here, yes, to get healthy, but we are here to love ourselves. We are here to learn to love ourselves, all of us. The hard parts too. So this is where it starts, y'all, in the hard times, because when you're able to continue doing the things and push through, one, dealing with the hard is easier with these tools. It absolutely is. It is easier when you are taking care of yourself. It is easier to show up for others in your life when you are showing up for yourself. It's easier. It feels harder to do the things in those times, but it will absolutely make your life easier. And it makes the load easier to carry. I promise. I've gone through hard things in my life where I let them tear me down and destroy me and keep me down. And I've gone through hard things in my life since having these tools and this community. Life hasn't stopped coming for me since I became a coach, or I got sober, or I lost 100 pounds. You all know that. You all know that life comes for me every fucking day. And I show up and I fight because I feel better and I feel victorious, even if I have to do it over every damn day. I promise you, you are strong. You are capable. You are determined, and you're going to keep doing the things. And if you're struggling, come find us. We've got you.